Rudolf von Laban was born in Austria-Hungary. He was a dancer, choreographer, and a dance or movement theoretician. Through his work, Laban raised the status of dance as an art form, and his explorations into theory and practice of dance and movement transformed the nature of dance. Laban established choreology, the discipline of dance analysis, and invented a system of dance notation, now known as Laban notation or kinetography Laban. He was the first person to develop community dance, and he has set out to reform the rule of dance education, emphasizing his belief that dance should be made available to everyone. While he was in Paris and Munich in 1900s to 1914, Rudolf Laban acquired his spiritual attitude and unique value regardless of gender, social status, or educational standing. He interpreted this as valuing individuals' own choice of movement and self-initiated vocabularies. He was then witnessed the response to cultural changes by visual artists such as Keinth, Kokoschka, Shelley, Cézanne, Matisse, Picasso, and Kandinsky. Rudolf Laban abandoned the constraints of traditional steps, the reliance on music to inspire and structure dance, the need to mime a story to reveal a body, free to find its own rhythms, create its own steps, and reveal in the medium of space. The critical contribution of Rudolf Laban to movement is that he proposes the theory of movement. First is focusing specifically on the concept of effort. Laban encompasses movement qualities, inner attitudes, represented by 4 elements, each with 2 opposite extremes on a continuum. These are time, which is quick or sustained, weight, which is strong or light, space, effort, which is direct or indirect, and then flow, which is bound or free. Next is Laban made a distinction between expressive movement and functional movement. Laban believed that the body was an instrument of expression and made a distinction between these 2 important movements, which is the functional movements and the expressive movements. Functional movements, these are the movements that serve as a purpose in everyday life, which is sports and games. While the expressive movement, these are the movements that communicate ideas in dance or other forms of artistic expressions. For example, the facial expression or the body language. Generally, the multifaceted and continually developing nature of Rudolf von Laban's output forms both a challenge and a difficulty for students of his work. No one can encompass it all, but he also maintained and had no wish to be presented as having one. Rather, a spirit of inquiry is the main legacy that unites the scattered and diverse body of people who use his work.